This video will probably be going out a bit later than I would want, but I got tied up just reading through your responses, and well, it took a couple of days before RBC3 got to where many of you are going. And I'm proud of what you're doing, but I'm reminded of what my best friend Lydia would always say, day three's a cakewalk. Building off of yesterday, I want to impart a metaphor that has helped me along the way when I think about a Zettelkasten, or this communication partner as Nicholas Luhmann would call it. I realized that what made this way of note-taking so effective was because fundamentally it forces us to write things in our words. And even though we can use highlights and quotes to bring to life what we're thinking, the main thing is to declare it in our words, in our own unique way. See, not one time have I seen two people write the exact same declarative statement or permanent note, and that's because everyone's thinking is so unique and so perfectly their own. See, when I was doing these calls with Andy Henson in the middle of the night after a long day of one-on-one coaching sessions during RBC 2 and 3, I realized that the reason why this pull towards writing things in our own words was so refreshing was because when I looked at this mirror, this reflection, this dialogue partner, I was essentially looking back at a true reflection of my own thoughts. I'll let you take that in. You see, it was no longer distorted like those circus mirrors. It wasn't fragmented. It wasn't broken or fractured. See, it was a true reflection of my own thinking. And what we're doing now is we're just cleaning up the baggage, putting away the garbage, and preparing not only this space, this shared graph, which will be closed to the public in a couple of days, but also our minds and maybe our hearts. I promise you, we'll get into all the nitty-gritty complexities involved with understanding a properly functioning Zettelkasten that speaks back to you. We'll maximize the technology that Rome offers. You'll have a workflow for when you finish, and also a huge, strong, and vibrant community of alumni that's just waiting for you. All of that is already prepared. So take this week to really dig deep and find out what it is you really want. See, when Nicholas Luhmann first developed this simple note-taking system in the 50s and 60s, he had a very specific goal, very specific target, an incredibly emotionally charged reason to figure this shit out. He publicly stated that in 30 years' time, he wanted to write a theory of society. A freaking theory of society. And a 30-year goal at that. Like, what the hell? Talk about shooting for the moon. And in 29 and a half years, guess what he did? Yeah, but maybe that's not what you're after. Maybe you just want a place to organize your cooking recipes and book notes, sure. But from the outset, we have to get specific in order to know if we're making progress towards that goal or not. Because here's the thing. The obstacles are ahead, maybe intentionally. And all of this work is just so you're ready when those days come, when those obstacles appear. Anyways, let's jump over into the guided writing exercise.